Happy New Year, everyone. For 2026, I thought I'd start off the videos by sharing my last Pops I added to the collection in 2025 and my first Funko Pops to join the collection in 2026. So let's go ahead and get this one started. What's poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time on this channel, enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for future content. Today's video, like I said in the intro, I'm going to be sharing my last Pops that joined the collection in the year of 2025 and my first Pops to join the collection in this year of 2026. One of these Pops you've already seen if you watched my videos. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more videos from me in the future. But the first Pop I'm going to be sharing that joined the collection last year before the year came to an end is one that I loved from last year. It was one of my favorites. We have the Patrick with the wedgie. This one is amazing. Absolutely one of the best Pops they made in the year of 2025. For me personally, I think it's amazing. And I've seen a lot of others put it in their list for the top favorites of 2025. So I'm definitely not alone. And here's an extra. I had to put it the opposite side so you can see why this is one of the best Pops. It is so hilarious. The details are just, it's amazing. I love this one so much. These next Pops I'm going to share with you guys might have been one of the most popular collections in 2025. I feel like Funko should have released these a lot quicker than they did. But overall, they did sell really well, and I know they're really popular amongst many people. It was one of the most popular movies of 2025. But we've got the K-pop Demon Hunters collection. First up, we have the Genu, who does have a chase variant. Unfortunately, I was not lucky to pull the chase for my collection, so I'm still on the hunt for the chase version of Genu for the collection. And then, of course, along with Genu, we have the girls. We have Mira, we have Zoe, and we also have Rumi. These look amazing. I know for a fact Rumi is the hardest one to find. She sells out really fast every time they have restocks. I don't know if the rest of these are available on the Funko site still or not. I haven't checked in a while. I know last time I went to Funko Hollywood though, all of them were in stock except for Rumi and Genu. So obviously Genu's probably most likely because of the hunt for the chase, but maybe just because people do like Genu. I mean, there's a lot of great songs from both Rumi and Genu with the solos, but all right, next. My personal favorite in the set, though, right here, we have Derpy with Susie. This one is adorable. I think it looks fantastic. The mold is great. The colors are incredible. It is a glow-in-the-dark Pop. I don't think the glow was fantastic from what I remember. I think it was just the eyes or something like that. It would have been amazing if it was the entire body, but overall, I still really enjoy the mold of this Funko Pop. It is absolutely amazing. As a big Disney fan, I was pretty excited for this wave of Funko Pops as well. So from Princess and the Frog, we have a brand new mold of Princess Tiana. I really love it when they have like the bases making the characters float like that. I think this one is absolutely phenomenal. And then I really enjoyed this one. We have Charlotte, and this one is a new character we've never had in Pop form before. She did have a chase variant, and I was lucky to pull the chase from my order from the Funko shop. It's with her makeup coming off when she's crying, but definitely really enjoy that one. I think these are great and really fun. I love when they make new Disney Pops or characters we've never seen before. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate all the stitches, especially when it's part of the movie rather than like the Halloween one and all that. But I want new characters, new movies. And this is a perfect example right here. Who do you see here that has never been done in Pop form? Little Ray right there. Raymond. Oh man, I love that one. But we have had a Pop of Luis before. Never Ray. So this is definitely a fun little pack with a buddy. And I think it's great. I love this one. So we all know what's one of the most talked about things currently. And of course, it is a TV show that just came to an end with the finale towards the end of 2025. And I did receive a couple of Pops right before the end of the year. And it is the second wave of season 5 for Stranger Things. We have Max over here. This one is the latest mold they made of her, and she looks really good. Max Pops are always popular. My personal favorite, though, is the Pop moment from season 4. I think that one is just amazing. All right, next up we have Vecna. Look at that one. This one's really cool. I'm surprised they didn't make like an exclusive version of Vecna. Maybe later on, with the popularity of these Funko Pops, they've been selling out. Whether it's a common or exclusive, people have been buying them off the shelves, and they have been really hard to find in stores or online. So if you're after these Pops, maybe you can find them for pre-order. Maybe some of them are in stock, but I know for sure some of these are actually sold out most places. All right, next up, we already have a ton of Pops for 11, but 11 is one of the main characters, if not the main character really, but she is awesome. Some of her molds are pretty boring, but I gotta be honest, a lot of like the human character Pops tend to be a little more boring compared to like cartoon characters and stuff, which is why one of my favorite things to collect from Funko are the cartoon characters and like animated movies and just TV shows from nostalgic ones, you know what I mean? Like Looney Tunes, Disney Channel, etc. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, after that, we have a new character, Mr. What's It. Look at that. Obviously, it's Henry, but, you know, this is a really fun Pop. I enjoy this one a lot, and I think this is a really cool mold as well. So definitely enjoy this one. And here's the backside. There you go. And then we also have another really awesome one, Will with his powers. Look at that. I love that they made the white eyes on this Pop. I really enjoy it when they change the colors on the eyes for Funko Pops, as long as it makes sense. That was one of the things that I was a little bummed out with Gengar from Pokemon. They didn't do the red eyes. They should have. And I know there's been another couple times where Pops could have had cool colored eyes that make sense, and they didn't do it, but this one is definitely a really cool one. And then we also have Holly the Heroic. So this one is a new character that we've never had in Pop form as well from Stranger Things. And as you guys just saw, most of these characters already do have Pops, but I'm glad we got a couple of new characters from the show that never had Pops before. Holly is one of them, and she had a bigger part in this season compared to the older ones. But the standout for season 5 from new characters, and maybe even just personally one of my favorite characters from season 5, we have Derek. I had this Pop earlier in 2025. I want to say like once it released, I bought this one. We didn't even really know his character, but I did buy it knowing I'll probably like him, just like Eddie. And I do have at least one of every character from Stranger Things in Pop form, I believe. I'm pretty sure I do. But this guy over here, man, what a great character. And I've noticed this has been going on the rise value-wise. I think he's towards the 100 now. I've seen him sell up to $80 to $90. For a while, he was going for like 35, 40, and then he made his way up towards 50 to 60, and now he's up there going near hundreds. I won't be surprised if they make another mold of him later on. I feel like they definitely could. You know what scene I'm trying to mention that I think would be perfect, but we'll see. Either way, Derek is definitely a delightful Funko Pop. So that pretty much finished off my year for 2025 when it came to Funko Pops. Now let's share my first additions to the collection starting off the year of 2026. Pretty sure you guys have already seen this one, but we have the Charizard exclusive to the Pokemon Center. It's pretty much like a shiny Pop, shiny box as well. I really enjoy collecting these Pokemon Center Pokemon exclusives. The only thing for me, I kind of don't like how they changed up the stickers. So now I have some with the Pokemon Center sticker, and the newer ones have these stickers instead. Kind of bummed about that. It bothers my OCD, but really do like this one. I feel like there's no Pokemon fans that don't like Charizard, so this one's really cool. I know there's that metallic one that was supposed to release for a con, never did, but a couple did make it out in people's hands, and now that one's like probably $1,000 or close to it. Might have dropped a little bit since this one came out. Now people are just like, whatever, I'll take this one instead. But either way, that one is still up there in value, and the metallic on the other one is way stronger. This one's not even really metallic, it's just shiny. And then we also had a surprise wave of Pokemon Pops. I didn't even know were coming. I don't know if others did, but look at that one. We have this premium Pikachu. I love this one. All that extra detail right there. It's definitely my favorite Pikachu Pop they've done so far. I do feel like the electricity, the yellow, should have been toned a little differently because it kind of throws it off a bit. But I think it would have been nice if it was a glow as well. But either way, definitely enjoy this one. I think it's a really cool one. I wouldn't mind seeing more of the other Pokemons with like this extra premium touch. Maybe like the main starters would be cool, but either way, love that one a lot. Then we have Magmar. Look at that. I love that we have some Gen 1 Pokemon for this new wave. I feel like they need to focus on the Gen 1s. I mean, there's so much Pokemon if you do all the gens, but who does not love the originals? You know what I'm talking about? All right, here we have Electabuzz. That one's awesome. Really like that one. And then finally, the last one we have is Ivysaur right here. So it's pretty funny because with Charmander, they went straight to Charizard. We didn't get Charmeleon, but with Bulbasaur, we got Ivysaur, and now we're missing the third evolution, which is Venusaur. And then with Squirtle, we don't have any of his evolutions yet. We don't have Wartortle or Blastoise, so I don't know what they're doing. I feel like Funko's all over the place with the Pokemon set. I feel like they should just focus on getting these Gen 1s out there. I love the Gen 1s. I feel like a lot of others would like to get more of the Gen 1s first before the others. I have every Pokemon pop pretty much. Not including all the variants, you know, all the 10 inches and etc. The only ones I have of 10 inches are the ones that they only have the 10 inch of those Funko Pops. Like Entei, for example. I would have loved if they made them all as regulars and 10 inches. Because that way I could just get the regulars. The 10 inch ones are cool. They just take a lot of space. But if it's the only option for a certain Pokemon, I do buy it. And finally, here are my latest pops that did come in the start of 2026. And man, this set alone brings an insane start to start off the year of 2026 for Funko. Look at that. So we have the Avatar Legends Series 2 Funko Pops from the Pop Digital Collection. This over here is Proto the dog as Appa. It is flocked. It is the royalty in the set. And I believe it was the first ever flocked variant to start the digital collection. I wish we got a couple of others before this flocked, but I'm glad this one was flocked. It definitely adds some extra nice touch to the Funko Pop. This was set 4 of the year of 2025, and it shows the actual redemption number of this figure. So it is pretty limited, under 2,000 pieces, and I think he is absolutely adorable. There's the backside for the card. And this specific Funko Pop wasn't one that you could pull from the packs. The only way to get the royalties were by completing the set of cards from commons, uncommons, rare, and epics. And that's how you get that set completed and receive the physical pop. I'm so sad that we have not gotten any more drops. I love the ripping packs. If you've been on this channel before, you already know how much I loved it. It was so much fun, and I just loved getting the physicals in hand. We still have a couple more to look forward to, but we are nearing the end. I don't know if it's truly the end. I'm hoping it's not, but signs are pretty much pointing that it is the end, and it makes me sad. But here's the first legendary we have to share. It is Sokka with the wolf mask. And that one's really cool as well. There's a backside with the card. So obviously being a legendary, this is one of the ones that you were able to pull if you were lucky. There it is again. This one's really nice. All right, next we have Spirit Korra. Look at that one. This one's a glow-in-the-dark, and it is definitely looking like it's going to have a nice glow to it. I'm really excited to check that out. And here's the backside. Once again, being legendary, you can pull this one from the pack if you were lucky. And then we also have another one from Legend of Korra. We have Vaatu, which is a glow-in-the-dark once again. I believe for this one, it was only going to be like the white parts of the pop that glows. It would have been insane if the entire thing was a glow, minus the black. But man, this one's details are insane. I had a good feeling about this one, but it looks really cool. And then our last legendary in the set, of course, we have to have a pop of Aang himself. We have Aang in armor. This one's metallic. And dang, another one that has really cool details to it. I feel like they went all out with this one. But this final piece, what a surprise. So it's not a regular sized Funko Pop, which I am actually happy about, because when I saw this pop, I was like, dang, this is going to look really cool in hand. And it looks even better now. Look at that. Avatar Roku with the dragon. Another glow-in-the-dark pop from this set. And holy cow, they went out with this one for sure. And once again, with that official count, what is it, 971? Yeah, 971 pieces, which means, what is that? 28 of them were not redeemed, were not pulled. I don't know. I'm pretty sure some people just forgot to redeem them, but that is awesome. This pop is insane. It's a premium pop. So I don't know if you guys have seen that Amazon exclusive Toothless, which was one of my favorites from 2025, but pretty much the same size box as that one. But holy cow, this is a monster of a figure. I'll be surprised if this one doesn't end up in my top 10 for 2026. They have to release a lot of amazing pops in order for this to not end up in my top 10. This is such a great pop to start the year off with. Although these weren't the only pops I shared in this video, I did want to share these out of their boxes just because these were my latest additions to the collection this year. Look at all these Pokemon Funko Pops. They look amazing. And then here is that pearlescent shiny Charizard right there. You can see there's some shine on there. It's not metallic though, so that metallic one definitely is, I gotta admit, it is superior to this one, but this one is still really nice. And then here's a premium Pikachu. Looks way better taking that one out of the box. Like, I kind of wish I was an out-of-box collector seeing this one out of the box. Honestly, pops look so good out of their boxes. I just would not have the space for all the pops I have. I have over 3,000 now. I kind of need a downsize, to be honest, but I just keep adding more. All right, here we have Sokka with the wolf mask. That looks really nice. We have Vatu. That one's cool. Love the details on that one. We have the flocked Proto, the dog, as Appa. The flock job looks really nice on that one. And then here we have the Grail. Oh, man. Look at that. Avatar Roku with the dragon. Look at the scales on the dragon. This is insane. And then we have the armored Aang. Really nice metallic on that one as well. Looks really good. And then we have the Korra, Spirit Korra. Man, they really went all out with this set. But these both look really nice. I'm going to go ahead and share the glow on these three. And then we'll do our 360 spins. Alright, so we got the black light out. And look at the reaction from Vatu with the black light. Imagine if that was the glow. The sculpt is insane though. Like, I appreciate the figure itself. But the glow could have been so much better. Either way, insane looking pop. These two though, you could already tell they're going to look insane with the glow. All right, let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Wow. Look at that. Boring glow. But the reaction from the black light, he looks sick. These two, though. Oh, my goodness. Funko. Y'all did incredible with these. Whoever did the sculpt on these and just the design overall, please have them keep doing what they're doing here because, dang, they killed it. They absolutely killed it. I love how the dragon, the white parts glow as well. Look at that. Usually with like the orange, red glow, it doesn't last that strong. But, oh my goodness. This is sick. I don't know how they're going to outdo this one. This is definitely one that's going to... I don't know how it's not going to be in my top 10 by the end of the year. We'll find out. It's still just the beginning. But these two look absolutely phenomenal. But that's all I had for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as always. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe button for future content. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think of all the pops I shared in this video? Which of the pops was your favorite? Do you have any of these in your collection or plan to add any of these in your collection? Let me know down in the comments below. I just want to say thank you guys once again for taking time to watch this video. Truly appreciate your time and your support. Let me know what you guys want to see in the next videos. Thank you all for watching, and peace.